What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Madden 26 video, and in this one we are going to be starting our simulations for the season. So what I picked is, since I'm doing a season, like a franchise mode for the Eagles, I won't be simming the Eagles games. The wheel will be picking 3 other games, so 3 games each week, and the wheel picked Bengals Browns as the first game of the week. But this is week 1, Browns Bengals. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and yeah, let's get this going. Week 1 about to start now.
Sports coverage in the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football.
That is crazy.
Today we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North.
Joe Flacco, like, bro. But this is it. You'll hear from me, and I will see you guys at halftime.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. And a good return as he stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when he came out of college, we all knew he had a chance to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He got there in short fashion and elevates everyone around him. Led the league in passing last year with nearly 5,000 yards and had 43 touchdown passes. He's hoping to get his team back to the playoffs after falling just short a season ago.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Man open, it's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
A gain of 16.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play call, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Mason Graham busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now Burrow. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So that, an early statement. They go for it on 4th and goal and wind up punching it in.
And that wasn't on the 1-yard line either. It wasn't just quarterback sneak range. They had to work for that one, but they certainly got the job done.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Shifts by him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
And what a marvel Joe Flacco is. Continues to be a reliable quarterback into his 40s. And we say it all the time. He came off of his couch and made a team better. Guess what? He's doing it again. And now has a chance to not only be good on the field, but also be one of the great mentors in a quarterback room.
He finds his man complete. That's 4th. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
2nd down at the 26-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. Here's a 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Flacco. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
This is Ford. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Well, a good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, second and a yard.
Watch quick.
Here's Flacco. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop it on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All right. At halftime,
straight ahead.
Bengals are up 7-0. Pretty low scoring game, but I do believe that the Browns get ball to start second half. Alright, so obviously there's no announcer, which is fine because you got me. But Chase Brown had a touchdown. Joe Burrow's 8 for 9. Joe Flacco's 4 for 6. Chase Brown 4. Judy, Chase. It's a pretty low scoring game right now. So.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right
Browns
formula
get ball,
to come out
and
with
I
the
will
victory.
talk to you after the game.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now it's Flacco. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Right back to Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Draw play for Brown. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. This is Brown going up the middle. Gets around him. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works a problem.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss, because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
14 yards.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Now Flacco. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll get that one to Carter complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Flacco.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now Flacco. Checks it down to Jenkins.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Setting to throw, Flacco. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game. But to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish for this one. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
McPherson.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So Flacco and the Browns down by 2 touchdowns, 53 ticks to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Flacco looks to throw. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
To pass, Flacco. Completes to the Joker. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Flacco. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The 49-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And that will do it for the first game of the regular season. The Bengals beat the Browns 17-3 on the road too. They came in to Cleveland and got the dub by 14 points. Pretty decent game for the Browns, not so much, but for the Bengals, I don't know what they were doing on that play. Chase Brown was literally wide open. But there will be 2 more games in week 1. Again, I'm not simming the Eagles games since I'm playing those games.
You've been watching the NFL right here
so
on
we
EA
will
Sports.
see
With that,
what
we
other
say
games
from
will
Cleveland.
come in week 1. Let's read these stats. Joe Burrow, 1 touchdown, 176 yards, 85.7 completion percentage. Joe Flacco, 0 touchdowns, 108 yards, 68.4 completion percentage. So this shows that Joe Burrow had an overall good day. The Bengals defense actually had a decent day. But I hope you enjoyed this one. I will see you in the next one. Peace.